Bob, you pointed to one of the ladies on your wall here, and we can't show their faces, but she's 25 years old.
25 years old.
Okay.
She was a heroin addict. Came to our program, and she successfully beat the addiction and found employment. And after a lot of work from our staff and our mentors and her parents got involved to help support her, she found employment. And after a few months on the job, they gave her a raise. And she was so proud of her raise, she took a bus all the way back from the Central West End down to visit us just to tell us about her raise. And now she's a terrific advocate against the heroin use.
Awesome.
She's been working to get her child back. And she's just a fantastic young lady.
Working to get her life back.
And I'm sorry we can't show her, but she is a beautiful young lady that I've been looking at on this wall, but go ahead.
Yes, and but it's through the program that she was able to turn her life around and beat the addiction that she was having great difficulties.
How many years has she been addicted?
Probably
her
most of her
teen
started
life?
in teen
Okay.
life, and she's 25 now, 26.
But she's been clean for how long?
Over a year.
Okay.
Almost 2 years now. So
That's wonderful,
it's
wonderful.
really
Wonderful.
It's something that our community needs to know, that these drugs are very powerful drugs.
Mm-hmm.
It only takes one time to become addicted for life.
Wow.
And if you have a daughter, if they're going out to a party, you need to caution them, because anybody can slip. The drugs come in many different forms, and anybody can slip a drug into their drink, make them feel like, oh, if you're going to take this drug, you're going to be the top of the world. And this just, no, it's not. It's a horrible, horrible, it controls their life, it controls their destiny, and they cannot just go cold turkey anymore and beat this drug. You have to have professional help. That's how powerful these drugs are.
I have, from the drugs and manufacturing methamphetamine, the chemicals has caused severe damage to my lungs. I have coronary artery disease and COPD and asthma and congestive heart failure.
Wow.
And yeah, it took a toll on me.
Wow, wow. And this is the tub of medicine you have to take
Yes.
every day
Every day.
to,
Yes.
how does that medicine help you to keep you alive?
It does keep me alive. It keeps my heart regulated and keep my
Yeah.
blood thin. I had a stent placement in 2010. I had an 85% blocked artery. But I feel like I'm getting better every day.
And we really need to do more to clean up the drugs in our community, because they're in every nook and cranny in every community, whether they're wealthy or poor and everything in between. That they're readily available, too readily, and we. I've been told that 90% of all of our incarcerations across this country have something to do with the drug trade. Mm-hmm. They're either using it, buying it, selling it, stealing for it, committing murder for it, or whatever. But it's just a terrible epidemic that's affecting our community in so many negative ways, that if we can get our young people not to try it, don't even try it once, they'll be much better off. And we need more kids to stand on their own 2 feet, but we also need more parents to take an active role in their children's lives, clear through high school, because that's when they need them the most.
Well, and then those kids, they feel that their parents are being too intrusive, but in today's society, you have to know the who, what, when, where, and why. Parents have to ask that, and I know a lot of them do. You have to nowadays. You know, like you mentioned with the party, you know, anybody can slip something in your drink, in your food. You know, there's properties of drugs like that just dissolve. And you know, if a parent wants to know who you're hanging out with, where you're going, where you're going to after that, what time you're going to be home. It's because they care about you.
Exactly.
And they care what happens to them in this scary society that we live in.
Find out how you can support CWIT by donating food, clothing, bus passes, etc. Call 314-771-5207. CWIT is making a difference in the lives of women and children affected by drugs. Help CWIT make their lives count. Call 314-771-5207 today.